Hello, everybody. Nice to see you here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your time. And thank you for con- con- connecting with your comments. And I really appreciate every one of you. And it's nice to see some people who come back for a long time now. And it's nice to see also newbies. So welcome if you're new in here. And I hope you're going to find what you're looking for. If not, I hope you find it somewhere else because in the end of the day, we all have some question mark and everybody who looks for the answers are in a way winner because if you ask, you will get some feedback. You will get always some answer and you can learn from all of them. Doesn't matter if they're negative or positive. It's a big, the life here on the earth is for me big learning place. I always learn something new. Anyway, welcome and thank you, thank you, thank you. And for all your love and support, I really appreciate it big time. So who watch me regularly, one of you would know that I had really full on about 5 weeks all up. And from the Saturday this week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4 days, I switched off. And I feel much better for it. I did only what I need to do. The rest of it, I said that's going to wait because I am most important. I need to look after myself. If I don't look after myself, I won't be here for you. I will be in a bed, maybe crying with some problems, either with my spirit or the body or both, because it's actually one thing. So when spirit suffers, body suffers. When body suffers, spirit suffers. It's all one thing. You can't throw it separately somewhere. And whole being is suffering. When even little part, remember sometimes if you have a toothache, how that feels. If your spirit is rejoicing. Anyway, today, well, first I want to say, one of you, this is the name of the lady, because I don't know if I'm saying it properly, but it's a line, I think, but I'm not sure. So you know who you are, that's your name, and all of you know who I'm talking about. The lady sent the message in a messenger, I mean, not messenger as much that um, in a comments here on a YouTube, she asked me question if I can somehow help her. And I told her first I would like to do video about it, and I learned that I'm very busy. I won't be able to prepare for a video. Then I went back and saw because I don't like people feel they ignored by me. I make a quick solution that was I copy and paste her comment into um, artificial intelligent bot, and I asked to help me what to do about it, or and I get the answer I agreed with. And this morning, when I have a time, I went back to what Elaine said and what the, I didn't want to say air conditioning, artificial intelligence said. And I made a little pointer, and I'm going from there to, so I don't forget something. And who wants to read Elaine's whole question and see the whole conversation there, including artificial intelligence, but uh, it's in a previous video in the comments. There's not so many of them, you don't get lost in that list. Okay, so I won't tell you straight away the whole story. I'm going to the story point by point. I just realized I don't have a juice, but I have a some water there, so that's okay. I never know what my throat is going to do. Especially now, I'm doing detoxing because also I had two big watermelons here. They need to be used, so I just blend them, drink them, blend them, drink them since Friday. And today is Wednesday. So that takes about an hour. Today is the day 6. I'm drinking watermelon juice. I'm drinking a little bit only today or yesterday. I made an orange juice and I drink that too. Since yesterday and today, watermelon juice, orange juice, most of the time, uh, because I'm doing things even on a computer, and for me it's easier to drink than prepare some meal in a bowl and then eat it because I have to chew on it for I chew for a long time, and I like just quiet. I'm not like somebody who have a bite on something and write emails. It's not me. I just sit back, fully relax and put all my might into that eating, eating, enjoying the whole process of it. The taste buds rejoicing. I rejoice with them. And whole body is happy. It functions really well. And of course, I have some tomatoes. I have some white sapote. I still have some. They very nice, very sweet, very creamy. And when I ate this white sapote the last time, it might be yesterday, last night, I had one soft one. Look at the beautiful. And I have two more here to show you. Yeah, that's a good color. That's the power of fruit. So because I'm drinking a lot of juices more than since maybe mango left, which is about 9 months ago. Well, I drank first 2 months only 2 glasses of orange juice, but besides of that, that wasn't my proper eating. Now it is, and I'm doing detox. I'm detoxing. Sometimes I sneeze and blow my nose, and then I'm okay again. My voice can sound a little bit blocked today because I really feel, especially this sinuses, I think it's called, they really cleaning a lot. Always good news. So let's go back to Ellen's problem. So she told me that in her message that she's sensitive to medications and other things. She didn't say what everything, but other things. I assume everything which is not really natural. Big question mark is what's today natural? Today, obviously, logically, we've being saturated the whole world with the chemicals. May it be water, sky, clothes, papers, even toilet papers, any papers. I was watching some video when they said, the bills you get at the supermarkets, with all the numbers and everything you bought. That is supposed to be very highly toxic. Since then, I never really wanted them, but now even more so. Even if they take it out, they don't ask me. I said, I don't want it. And they throw it in a bin. I'm not interested to touch it, even before. More so when I learned that's supposed to be very saturated with the chemicals. So people, I am one of them. I'm also sensitive to a lot of things, a lot of unnatural things, but um, thanks to God or whatever it is, I believe it's God, I can handle any fruit almost from anywhere. The worst fruit I ate was from the farm, not far away. It's a farm which grows fruit, lot of different kind of fruits, and the bananas from that farm made my mind totally sick. Like only within minutes, I eat one little ladyfinger banana, yeah, about that size. And after I ate it, within like 5 minutes, I lose my mind. Well, that happened years back. I would never eat banana from there again because sometimes I forgot and they were always hanging there. So sometimes I just walk around and just automatically, robot-like, I got the banana and I sat down and I ate it. And then when I start feeling weird, I remember I felt so bad that I was suicidal. I was saying, I don't want to live. I was so negative. It was beyond comprehension how fast and how strong whatever was in those bananas affected me. There were a lot of people going through that farm because they were taking the woofing people in. Woofing people is willing workers on organic farms. I will look into it when I have a time. I thinking I will have some people like that coming into this place to help me in the garden. But all my plans never set in a concrete. But nobody ever mentioned anything. I even mentioned to people there who live there, ate bananas too on an almost daily basis from there. Yet nobody had problem but me. Or if they have, they wouldn't notice. But I notice because I am peaceful. I'm not of this mind whatsoever. Opposite is true. I'm rejoicing, I'm singing. This morning I was singing, playing the songs on the veranda, and doing some exercising dance. I brought the flowers for you as well today. And they telling me, careful, you're in a little kind of secluded place now. Okay. So anyway, I'm detoxing and I'm also very sensitive to a lot of toxins. Obviously, some of them more, some of them less. Even the quality of things affect me. I remember me and Mango once, we got very sick, not sick, but like in a stomach feeling, we ate rocks, and that was after sharing strawberries from the supermarket. But we stopped eating them for many years, but we eat, I, I'm back on them. I used to buy them sometimes. I never get so sick from them. So it does, especially with the fruit, doesn't mean that fruit from there, from that corner, can make you feel sick. And from that corner, from that farmer, it could be perfectly fine. The same thing. So to eat, if I ate first the banana ever from that farm I just mentioned, and if I didn't know this, I would say I never going touch banana again. I never going to include it into my mm, life, into my food. No, Elaine is sensitive to medication, other things. And me, I think, and so the same said the intelligent guy, the bot, that it could be allergies or food sensitivities or intolerances. So you have three things already to think about. Okay. So allergies, how you approach that. You go to special person and they do tests on you. They test all the food you eating, and if there is a reaction, they kind of do little with a little needle, they put a bit of something and it shows the reaction if you're allergic to it or not. So if I was in a align shoes, I would go see person to check if I'm allergic to the food, and she's allergic mostly to fruit. So, and that's curious. Or allergic, whatever reaction she has it. It could be allergies, food sensitivities, or intolerances. So if if the people with the allergens they don't find nothing, they said you're not allergic any of it, then you cross that off. And we have to search and look along with the experts what's wrong with us to know what to face, what to tackle. It's not always so important. The most important is really knows how we feel and look for a food which we can tolerate, which makes us feel good. So the sensitivities and intolerances, they may be for it also some experts who uh, who are specialized in food sensitivities or food intolerances. I didn't want to really go, into big, deep detail because this is just suggestion and it's on the people, including Ellen, uh, what they do with that information, and are they willing to take some steps, or they just want to let it go, or they just want to try on their own from what maybe they can gain from this information I'm sharing today with you, or searching more. There is actually easy search for things, but be careful because there is not always the right answer to your question, because there is a lot of misinformation all over the globe, and that's what artificial intelligence use. And I think it will use the most popular opinions. That's my opinion, though. I'm not expert, very far from it, as far anything to do with technology goes. Okay, so Elaine said that she's mostly had a bronch reactions to fruit, and she said she can eat vegetables with no problems, but uh, she she could not find any dressing for vegetable salad that would not that would agree with her. That would agree with her, and she also said after she eats some fruit, especially uh, even from supermarket, even it looks very ready to eat, it's not green or something. Um, I want to on that do special video. This is big topic, the early picked fruit, but back to Elaine, and so she get actually sores in her mouth. That must be very painful. Also, things in our mouth, they don't heal very fast because it's always damp in there. It's also sensitive place. We all know that. And that can be again allergy. And if that goes with every fruit, that would be really curious to have an allergy on all fruit. But it's very important, don't underestimate anything and check all possible, uh, not symptoms, the reasons why this is happening. So it could be again allergy or oral allergy syndrome. I never heard of that. But both is allergy. Either allergy from that fruit she eats or we eat, or it can be allergy syndrome, oral. So even already in the mouth, they can be inside some problem where that skin, if that could be called skin, I suppose, yes, we have an inside mouth, is have a allergic reaction to certain things. So this will be also need to look into by experts to actually first discover what is causing those problems. Because Elaine, she would like to eat fruit. And she learned when she eats fruit, she had a bad reaction. She said only what she could tolerate was orange juice. She loved oranges. She also said she keep the pulp. That must mean she also eat the pulp. And she said she was drinking just oranges, eating pulp for a while. And then she got sore throat and she stopped. And I and the bot also agreed that it could be detox. That's what happens naturally. If you start only juicing, not for everybody, but I don't know how long or anything that wasn't indicated, just juicing for a while. And she got sore throat and stopped. And this is the fear. I would not stop myself, but I understand the fear. I don't want to say should or shouldn't, I'm just saying that throughout my years, especially when I was eating lightly, I could through the summer hot days, just drinking watermelons for a few days, and I could get also sore throat. But I knew it's detox because I know my body, and I know my body doesn't get sore throat like if people get it for a week or whatever. I have it since I eat fruit when I detoxing, and it's usually gone after 1 day or two. It never, some people when it's serious, it's whole week and they have a high fever with it and no energy, but just sore throat on itself. That's what I used to get. I don't get it anymore. That was in maybe first few years on a fruit. I felt okay otherwise. I even went on a beach. I went have a swim. I ate as usual. And the soreness was gone. I was fine. And also, which is very curious to me, that Elaine said that she used to live in, did I wrote it here? Hmm. Anyway, she lived in a different state. Maybe it's here, but yeah, Colorado. I can see it here. Elaine also said when she lived in Colorado, when she was in her 30s, she would eat fruit just picked from the fruit trees and she will be perfectly fine. But since she eats, maybe she didn't want it that way, but I understand since she moved somewhere else and she eats only fruit from supermarket, she have constipation from the fruit she's eating. And that's, to me, big no, no, no. It's definitely not from the fruit. And for that, I wouldn't have to know what Elaine eats every day. For at least, she will have to record for me at least 2 weeks what she eats every day. So I have more insight about this constipation. But I know one thing about constipation. Never, ever underestimate it. Fruit is the last thing which will give you constipation. For me, I get constipation if I got mad about avocados. That was with mango time. Sometimes we have so many of them, and I just was craving them. I was eating them a lot too. Not as much as mango, but I would have like 3 big ones every day. And if I do it for 10 days in a row, 20 days, depends on what I'm eating, how much I eat every day, because that all counts. But all I want to say, I would get constipated. but not in a way that I would not go at all, but the, the structure of what was coming out of me was, uh, it was coming in little pieces. It was like more firm, and I would not eliminate much at all. A lot of it was not coming out, and I would have to go more often to have a poo. And but one day with the avocado, so when it started like this, I will always stop eating avocado till it's get better because I knew it's from avocado. I never ate so many of them before or after mango left now. I never ate now. And so one day without avocado, sometimes it take 2 days. Again, depends how much of what I eat through those 2 days. My elimination back to perfect, perfect, perfect. That's mean I feel the urge, I go, I sit down, it comes out. I may go get up and in few minutes, sometimes 5, 10, go back again. The same thing happen. It can happen, especially in the morning, 3 times in a row like this, but it's never pattern in it exact, sometimes twice, sometimes once, sometimes thrice. But again, it really depends how much I ate, what I ate. So I don't believe it's the raw fresh fruit that gives constipation. If it does, that would be very unusual, and maybe that would be one of those sensitivities or intolerances or allergies. I'm not expert, and I didn't search deeper, but everybody today it's easy to search with any artificial intelligent bot for things. And if you're not sure, you can ask more and more, and you may get different information, but it will have a definitely similar core of it, the base. So if there is a constipation, that's indication it's very something very serious. I heard there are people who have to go to operation to eliminate because they have to take them out this way. Imagine that. That's terrifying. So I believe the constipation is always related to food, plus it could be to some unusual allergy or sensitivity to food, to that fruit in this case, or fully intolerances to fruit. Maybe there are people like Elaine, they have intolerance to fruit. That's on you, Elaine, to find out. You have to go see those experts if you really want to fix this, because this can be underestimated. You can live. She actually said um, that her bowels, they just not doing it on their own. Obviously, she needs some ice, some what they call. I never remember this. My mom, she was using it all the time. I said, Mommy, don't take it laxatives. That's what makes your bowel lazy. That's when people end up constipated because their bowels stop working, because they were always fed those laxatives. It's not natural. Laxative can be used only in the biggest emergency. And the emergency can be if you don't have other food around than the one which constipates you. Anyway, so naturally fruit help with constipation. Naturally the fruit makes body work, everything works as it should be. So if there is a constipation and a fruit doesn't help, it's alarming. Alarming definitely should not be underestimated. Our body telling us, don't do this to yourself. This is dangerous. Please help me, help me, help me. Because in the end of the day, it's only you. What you going to believe, it's true what I'm saying here, or what you going to search for, and what you decided to follow, what you decided to look into, that's your work. You have to be your own detective and do not consult more than one person. Because even the doctors or experts varies in their opinions about those things or beliefs or whatever they are. They may have a different answer for you. So from the uh, comment, I learned that Elaine thinks because she can eat fruit from the trees, she's constipated. That's what I understood. From the fruit which is from supermarket. I believe in US it's a lot of more than in other countries, different additives in a food. Uh, but look, I'm not chemist. I don't have a laboratory. My body is my laboratory. I eat something and see what my body tells me. If I eat fruit, when I ate fruit and I wasn't well, I felt like I didn't even can eat it when I have actually aversion to it. When I was intoxicated deeply with high dose of dental local anesthetics mepivaccine, I got almost all side effects listed on this kind of it is medication. I don't know how you call it. Maybe medication, the local anesthetic. So constipation, of course, can also come from the stress, or if we have eating wrong food which constipates you, you know, um, or previous medical conditions. Maybe there were already in the past of that person some problem with digestive system because that's made of, you know, few things like stomach and intestines and whatever they call started with the mouth. Depends how we chew our food, how fast we eating. Elaine said she eats slowly, but uh, there can still be uh, some problems from past and the, anything what was wrong with us in the past can always creep back if we do something wrong. Whatever it is, we have to figure out ourselves. I would cry if I eat the fruit and it makes me feel makes me constipated. It makes me give me sore inside my mouth. I would cry because I can't imagine live without fruit. And when I was so toxic, I have like aversion to it. I remember when I used to drink beer or, alcohol in the past when I was very young. Soon as I was have alcohol, I forgot about the fruit. I wanted those salted peanuts or salty things, not sweet at all. But that's me. So previous medical condition, if there was something related to digestive system, the spleen and I don't know if that's this time, maybe that's in check, and livers, they also part of digestive system, they filtering all the toxins. So it's complex. All our body is complex. All those things co-working. The heart co-work with lungs and co-work with digestive system. So is the mind, our brain, everything. So I read it again. So for the constipation, they can be various reasons that dietary changes. As I mentioned, if I'm locked somewhere where is only bread, I would be constipated. Or when I have to eat not only bread, just bread with any other food, I would be constipated, especially if not enough fruit. But even with the fruit, stress, stress can do both constipation or diarrhea, but I learned it's the same thing. That's curious. Just recently I discovered that. Or previous medical conditions. So they actually say if you constipate that fruit is for you best solution, just eat a lot of fruit. But if you are experiencing adverse reactions, you should consult with dietitian specialist, dietitian specialized in food sensitivities. Okay, so that's another expert to consult with. Look, this is my problem, and why is it? Because I know a lot of people, even staying here or sharing life with me for a while, eating only fruit. I never heard somebody got constipated from it. In a contrary, constipation can be also, it came to me, part of the detox because my mom, she had a big problem with digestive system since 30 years old. When she was here on a fruit, it's true, she went through detox crisis and that part of it was constipation, but I made for her drink from aloe vera leaf and water. She was so sick, she thought she's going to die. She was telling me that. I went, I made that drink. She didn't want anything. She felt so sick. But I told, so I got a straw. I said, just sip it tiny bit by bit. I'm sure it will help you very quick. So she was sipping it. I was sitting next to her, encouraging her get another sip. But I would not push on her too hard. I was very gentle with her. After she stopped drinking it, 10 minutes later, she fully forgot there's something wrong with her. She was back to normal. She even forgot she was sick because she lived in the present, and she went in a garden right to dry the grass. Mango used to cut the grass. And my mom, that was her, she loved to do that. She liked the grass when it went dry. She used to put it in the heaps, and then Mango put it under the trees. She was excellent team worker. So I read this, that's important information. And now, and this is the part of it, just what I spoke about. Elaine also said that she had years back, I don't know how many years back, she said years back, she had a root canal done, and it's getting also so, especially when she eats tomatoes, lemons, when she didn't mention other fruit, but I understood when she eats more fruit, it gets so, and that can be again, this is what happens. Once you give body what it wants, it may first react with the negative response. This is the truth. It can, but don't have to. Yeah, I just thought of one thing, example, and it fully left me. So, and she also said, Elaine, that when she eats, the part where the root canal was done is so, but all bottom teeth getting sore from it. So I will definitely go consult dentist, and because she can have an infection there. That's very common to have an infection after any of those procedures, and there is the infection like that, there is a pain. Okay, so anything we get infected, even little scratch from the garden is more painful than if it's not get infected. We all know that. Well, maybe some of you always wear gloves or never get even a cut with the knife. I don't know. Just saying. But also, yeah, that's what I want to say, that, for example, I use aloe vera. I'm going to make one day video entitled about this magical plant, because I believe sometimes we not need that extra push, extra help, because the diet may be not enough, even it's the perfect diet. For me, it is fruit, raw fresh fruit. So if I eat raw fresh fruit and something is wrong with me, I have to look into it, because to me it's not natural. So when I get big pain and I apply the aloe vera on it, first it will get even more painful. But that pain will never last long. It will last max 1 minute. It may seem long time, because when we in a pain, we know we perceive time differently. 1 minute goes forever. But then, after that minute or so, the pain is almost gone. It's already working, and the pain is, well, halfway definitely gone. It feels numb, and then slowly but surely like gently, I won't say more than slowly, is decreasing till there is no pain. And this is what I'm saying with the teeth sensitivity, because there is a problem there. And the, the healthier the person eats, the problem may really start screaming out, because the body is able to show, here is the problem, pay attention to this place, wherever the pain is. Pay attention. When I have a pain, I always try to figure out why. That's my first reaction. Why I have this? And some things, they heal for ages. Another example, once, I fall when I walk. I fall naturally. I fall so many times since I learned to walk and walk after my accident. But um, once I have a most awkward fall, and it was here on the veranda. And that was because I tried to straighten up that fall, and that's always mistakes. Yeah, to go. Yeah, I'm almost finished with the alignment event, like hair issues. So I fall that I sat down, which I never fall sitting down, falling with full force, sitting on my bum on the tiles. Tiles, they very hard. They not good to have as the ground to walk on. It's very bad for our bones because there is no flex. It's just like, it's like if you drive in a car without those things which make the bumps on the road, although almost you can't feel them. I don't know how that goes, but I know what it does. So I fall, and not only I land on my bum, but as I was trying to maneuver to fall, I didn't want to fall. That was mistake, and I sat on this hand. Maybe you don't see it, but it's almost right now anyway. This have a big bump. I sat on it, and when I can rescue my hand, I went on my side. Mango took photo of it, but I don't know if I kept it because that photo also didn't make justice to what it was. I have a this big, how frog when they make this thing here. I have this big thing. Freaked me out. I said, Mango, look what I've got. I just blah blah. He took photos of it. He said, oh no. But that went down very fast. But then it come out after a while, this big bump. It could be seen on some old videos with Mango. If you pay attention to this hand, it's a left hand, you may notice it. Now it's almost gone. And it's many years back. The healing took ages. It's still healing, but it's on its last legs of healing. Some things they heal long time, and the pain can be process of that healing. So when I have saw this part, I question what I do. If I was in a garden, if I strain my hand, yes, I did. There is little pain come from. And when the pain sits there, I use special mixture of oils, my own mixture. I mix stuff, and it's very good. I may share one day that with you too. I want to share with you all the things I learned throughout my life. Now back to Elaine. She said she likes veggies. she would eat vegetable, raw vegetables. But she can't discover any dressing which will agree with her. So that's also a problem. Um, I never ate fruit salad. Well, I blah 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 blah. I don't know. Some people eat I mean vegetables, tomatoes, capsicums, cucumbers, and so on. They call them vegetables. Botanically, they fruit. That's what I eat. Fruit. Everything have a seeds, and I can leave the seeds behind, or they go through me, and they will grow in a garden. That's why I eat. That's what I eat because I care for fruit, and I want in that fruit to have next generation. That's the seed. This have a seed. I eat it, may have a four seeds. That's four seedlings of white supportive fruit. Some of them may make it, some of them not, but the ones who make it gives you more fruit. And that's why I eat fruit. If you eat bread, you have a constipation. Anyway, back to this vegetables. And this is another curious thing about Elaine. Not many people say anything. Maybe they wouldn't even be aware because they eat everything. But me personally, if I eat raw vegetables, they constipate me. I even try juice the vegetables, when I buy them for cooking sometimes, because to detox, to stop, to slow down detox from that MEPI vaccine. Uh, Even the juice is not digestible for me. It doesn't do for me what the fruit juice does. That lightness, that easy elimination, everything is easy. But when I have raw vegetables in a salad, doesn't matter what kind, I get constipated. If I have uh, vegetables uh, cooked, I don't get constipated. So that's why I don't eat raw vegetables. Even the non-sweet fruits like tomato, cucumber, if I eat it every day, I would not get as good elimination as on sweet fruit alone. And now back to the dressing. So with mango introduced that. I very rare had uh, cucumber, tomato, avocado, zucchini, raw before I met mango. And now after mango left, I just have a tomatoes. That digest for me easy. But cucumber, zucchinis, especially if I have it every day, it doesn't constipate me, but it doesn't go through me as easy. It's always the lie. It's not as in my books perfect as fruit. Therefore, also will build up like it will have to for me take few days eating that salad. Never dressing. We mango and me, we never use dressing for many years because you taste the real flavor of those vegetables or fruit, not sweet fruit, I call it. The other ones, some people still call veggies. And only after many years we both start making some dressing. And our dressing was, we used to put, you can put herbs, you can put spices, you can put lemon juice, you can put orange juice, herbs and spices. I said that, like we put chili. We started with the chili. That really gives different flavor and different, the salad is very different. And it's like a dressing. The dressing, why we put dressing on a salad? To give it some little extra flavor to it. Then sometimes we will use the garlic chives, but very little. We use just two those long leaves in one little salad, like a bowl like this. You know, we even when we use something extra, it was little bit. Also, I was making, we both make that mango would never put lemon. And I would love to put lemon much later on again. I got a desire to have a lemon and I put first only lemon, and then I start mixing lemon with the date. I will make a paste of the date and mix it with the lemon juice, squeeze lemon juice, and then mix that in a salad. And it's beautiful. It's different. You mix it, we mix it with avocado as dressing for salad. It's very different. And often I feel like just the plain one. Just cut the tomato, cut the cucumber. I don't eat cucumber anymore. This is back with. Now I just cut up tomato and I eat it as is. If it's a nice potato tomato, I eat it as is. Like this. This is miracle fruit berry. That's a third guy. Miracle fruit. Little berries. You eat it, everything is more sweet. So when I eat this and I have a tomato, that tomato tastes like it came straight from the heavens. It's beautiful. Okay, so even this can be then like salad dressing because all salad without adding it to any date, it's at the sweet, it's more sweet. And then with a little bit of lemon, perfect combination in my books. But even then, I won't use it all the time. So I again align, try to work out what herb, spices you like, they somehow attracting you and you find attractive, whatever, even to look, the smell, the flavor of it, and just use it in your salad as dressing. Like tomatoes and cucumbers, if you use them in a salad, that is, they have natural juices, they will come out, and that's your dressing. You just need to flavor it if you need to with some herb or spice. And sweetness, sweet and sour, lemon dates, lemon miracle berries. They can be used dry as well because when they come from tree, they don't last long. So this is semi-dried one already that picked somebody for me on a Friday. Today is Wednesday, and they just outside. Anyway, interesting how I always know suddenly it's time to go. I'm glad I could put it all in there. Also, if you grate tomato on a grater, can be even the bigger openings on a grater. You grate it, and not only it will peel the skin, I just usually cut little piece of tomato skin when I start grating it, and you grate the tomato, and that's your dressing. And then you can again, if that's not enough for you, you can put something between here. You can put uh, No, that's fine. Yeah, again, some, chili or whatever you fancy. Whatever you fancy. You may like it, you may not need it after a while. Because the longer I believe, the longer, for me, longer I'm on a fruit, I very rarely need those additional things. Also, I learn if the fruit really tastes very good, I don't want to mix it with anything. In most cases, if I have a lot of it, I want some different way of it, then I may mix it or blend it in a fruit juice or what have you. But this is more about the recipes. I have to give you some recipes. I'm writing when I get better with all the technology and I can really do, you can see what I'm doing now because the voice, I have to be close. I don't want to prepare the food on the front of your nose, so to speak, or my nose as well. So get creative, think what you like or what you used to like in the past if you don't use those things anymore. That's for Elaine or all of you doing some fruit or veggie salads. You want some dressing, use your fantasy. I I will look into it and I will do some one day for you. Yes, something I have to go. Anyway, it's time to go. It's time for a love message. How love is important for us. The love is the biggest value you can gain on earth. There is nothing above. If you want more, if you have a love and you want more, you don't have a true love because true love satisfies. True love is always present because it's not allow itself to be corrupted with the silly games, wearing masks. It's not part of it. Love yourself. That gives you good care, self-care. Self-love, self-care goes hand in hand. We all sometimes get too lazy, too slack. We find excuse to don't do what we should. That's okay, but never think this is okay. It's not okay. It's in a way not for my well-being, but it's okay. I did something I shouldn't because I know it's wrong. But to do something wrong and say it's a right thing to do, there is big problem. And that flower he loves to do. That's from the garden. The plant was mainly seed, so I took all the seeds out and I picked this branch with the few flowers. That's a marigold. Takes me to the childhood. My mom, she used to grow them, and I used to always arrange the books. That's true. I like arrange anything. The flowers. I used to arrange flowers. Even in the winter, I will go and pick the dry stuff and arrange it. So that's the flowers for you. That's a fruit display today for you. Last white nectarine. I have three more of those. Kiss it. beautiful perfume, Australian Kensington Pride, very yummy. From the garden, last oranges from the garden, beautiful, beautiful. Definitely best fruit is from the garden if it's not laden with the chemicals. Beautiful. Apple, apple crown. I'm an apple queen. The apple kingdom. That's my treasure. This apple. That's my treasure. My body, when I eat it, say, oh, thank you. Thank you for your love. And tomatoes. Nice. Always oranges. And tomorrow I'm going for shopping. Anyway, love yourself, love others, love your enemies. Just love and forgive, but don't let people who hurt you too close. Don't let yourself being hurt by others. That doesn't agree with self-love. If you have a little baby and somebody on the street wanna hurt that baby, what you would do? You will protect it with all your might. So protect yourself because you are still that little baby who needs constant love and care. Take care and are looking forward to be here with you again next week. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy everything you do and especially cultivate that love in your heart. If you want to be wealthy, truly wealthy, cultivate that love. That will give you all you need. Take care. Take care. And thank you. Thank you for your time and being here with me and for me. I really appreciate it deeply. All the best.